Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA, should I say, future talents or whatever they call sidekicks, whatever you want to be told. Because yeah, we called it. We called it. We did call it. In fact, the whiteboard. If you watch the preview, Rashford's goal down to a T, basically. Down to a bloody T. No player ratings today, fam, because I think it's quite obvious what we have to discuss in today's match reaction. And I'll be honest with you, if we lost, I did not expect to lose like that. That is a loss where it's sackable. It should be sackable. You should get fired if you lose like that at Manchester United. So, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, fam. But to all you Ollie inners who are there, now you're Ollie out, welcome, You've been waiting, it takes a while. So, it takes long for other people to see the vision. Like Moloto, took Moloto an extra season to see. And now he's here, and now we're in this whole situation, fam. There's no hiding it. It's so hilarious. It's actually so hilarious what happened to Manchester United today. Because it's actually what we deserved. We actually deserved to get pounded today. So, let's get straight into it. Starting off with Mr. Moloto. Nice background, actually, to be fair.
I just wanna sing a little song before we get started. Ba 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 ba. He's getting sacked. Ba 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 ba. Antonio Conte. Ba ba ba. It's done. It's so late. It's over. Man is gone. Like, what?
Lad,
What was that?
You know what it is? It's this. It's a fucking towel. We're throwing in the towel. I've had enough of it. You gotta throw in the towel
What
after that.
was
You gotta
that?
throw in the towel after that.
We don't want United to lose, but like this show is happier, more of a vibe so far than some of our show we won games.
Dude,
And that just shows that
if you don't laugh at
It's
today's
done.
performance, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry if you don't laugh at today's performance. Oh,
It is so
man.
late. Oh my gosh. Like as you said, it's the type of performance. It's sackable. And I wasn't expecting that. And you know what I took from that? These players are done with Ole. They are finished with Ole. He has lost the dressing room because we play bad football, but we never really lose our heads. These players lost their heads today. Maguire, okay, fair. He has been out for some time, I guess. Maybe he's not as fit as he can be. But the way we can see that goal after Rashford scored, what? Like, I know we're bad, but that was some other
Rashford
level.
tried. No,
That's
Rashford
all
tried.
the goals.
He tried saving his dad's
Ah,
shot
Rashford
today.
tried,
I can't
Rashford
lie.
tried.
He tried saving his dad's shot
like-
today.
It just seemed like the players, they just weren't on it mentally, Because usually they're like, let's do it for Ole. Today, they couldn't be asked because they're done. As much as they might try and put on a facade, they're finished. And as soon as you lose the players, that's the first step. That's the first step, in my opinion. 4. Oh, wow. And besides that, let's talk about the usual things. The football was horrendous. We were okay to counter them. It's fine. Leicester, you can have the ball. And when we did have the ball, we did jack with it. Nothing. Ronaldo was a bystander. The usual stuff. And Ole is just finished. And he's just there. That pose he does when he's losing.
He actually looked upset
done.
today for
It's
once,
done.
He actually looked upset. Like, he looked worried today after that game.
And I've seen that pose. I've seen him in these type of moments, he redeemed himself. But today was that type of game where he does redeem himself, and it just didn't happen. And I just think it's the beginning of the end, as you've been saying.
I don't even want to think it's the beginning. Oh, fam, this is supposed to be the end today. Today is the end. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to go to Liverpool with Ollie. Did you see how Liverpool played today? I don't want to play Liverpool with Ollie.
Liverpool.
I'll die. I'll cry.
Liverpool gonna spank us.
Hell,
Usually we play how he wants us to play, but it's bad because his tactics are bad. Today, I just felt like a lot of the time they're just out of it. It's like when Mourinho was at the end of his tenure under Chelsea, or Pochettino under with Spurs. Like, it just seems that the players are getting to a point where, like, come on, look at the players around you. The problem is Ole, and he's losing the players, and that's the beginning of the end.
I think so as well, because I was going to mention on the show if, we got the result, not in this manner, but in a different manner. I was going to mention that, about the players. If you want to blame the players, how? How can, Ronaldo has won everything there's been to win. Everywhere he's gone, he's won trophies. So it's not Ronaldo. It can't be Sancho. It can't be Rashford. It can't be Bruno. It can't be all these players. And when they go on international break, isn't it weird how we watch them? And they all perform so well. Whether you Scott McTominay or Fred, you will play well. You will score a goal or assist a goal if you fade in Scott McTominay. But as soon as you come back to Disneyland, you can't do anything. So the writing is on the walls for
Look.
me. If you can't see it right now, I don't know. Maybe
But
football
when
is
we
not
win-
the sport for you anymore.
When we were winning, I was like, okay, you know what? He's gonna get found out anyway because of this run. So I'm just gonna go on the show and be like, you know what? It is what it is. It's gonna take time to change it. If he's trying to change something, because it's a clean slate, like I was saying. But then man goes and loses 4 and makes my job a hell of a lot easier. So all is done. All is finished.
Yeah. Clay.
I genuinely want to stop being PG. I'm so done right now. Avert your ears, lower the volumes. I am fucking done with this club and this manager at Manchester United. I am beyond fucking done. This manager has no clue what build-up play is. I have never seen a team so lost in transition in my life. I don't understand what we did when we had the ball today. Like, at least when I was watching the Liverpool game, I could see they were passing around, looking for an angle,
Liverpool,
using
yes.
movement, trying to bring players out. We just held the ball and looked at them.
I don't know what to do, Clay. I'll be honest with you. Even the long ball things, it don't even look like we want to do the long ball thing sometimes. It's just like, whatever's happening at the moment, let's just do it. Whatever we
Like
can
it's-
do. If we keep putting the ball, passing to Leicester players, because I agree with Clay. When you only watch United and you watch any other team in the Premier League, you can see what's happening. You can understand what is happening. When you watch United, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing at this football club? And we have Ronaldo,
Like, I think-
Pogba, Bruno, the rest. And we can't
I think if
play football.
anyone watched for Liverpool today, it makes it worse.
Yeah, that's what makes it
Watford-
worse. I watch Liverpool
Watford
today,
was
like-
feeling the
It's a
fire
stadium.
today.
Oh.
They weren't getting a sniff compared to what we just saw now. Planets apart.
No, Liverpool definitely had their frailties at moments. I know somebody's going to say that and play the devil's advocate and all this shit. That Liverpool definitely had their defensive moments where Watford would get a shot off or something. But we let that happen time and time and time and time and time and time and time again. And it was the most evident in the last 10 minutes when we conceded 2 goals. It is a joke
That's
what
why
we
I'm
do.
laughing. Because how it's like, we 1-0, I was like, okay. 1-1, I was like, that's just typical United. I'm just going to keep quiet because you know how this team is. They can, Greenwood could score from the halfway line. I wouldn't be fucking surprised, right? And then, it started going bad. There's 2-1, and I was like, oh god, here we go. Now we're going to scrape a draw, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, what a good point. I'm so glad he scraped the draw. And then Rashford does it. Fucking Rashford, it was written in the fucking stars that he comes back and he scores for all he got a Solskjaer. And it's 2-2, and I was like, oh my, you're taking the piss. You're fucking taking the piss, Rashford. And then, Jamie Vardy, thank God he's a United fan, He feels for us. He went like, you know what, you can't let this guy suffer because, previous seasons we were going to suffer with the draw. Jamie Vardy's like, I'm going to put an end to it. He had a party. And then we just Leicester wrote it off. And I'll be honest with you, fam. I'm happy. I'm actually happy United got what they deserved today. Because I can't be asked. This is the only fucking way for you people to open your eyes with this manager. What more do you need to be said? You guys were going to celebrate a draw today. A draw against Leicester. You're going to celebrate. You're not serious. You're fucking not serious.
I can agree from that perspective, but I am beyond fuming because this has been the epitome of just Ollie's genius all season long in one game, right here. It was we shot non-stop from ridiculous angles and prayed. And then Mason Greenwood scores an absolute screamer, which he attempted another 7 times throughout the entire game. That was our reliable way of scoring today. We weren't trying to look for a pass. We were shooting. We just have to shoot and pray. And then you know what happens? Marcus Rashford comes back, and a Marcus Rashford special happens. And you know what? Jamie Vardy did not give one shit. Neither did Patson Daka. Okay? I am done with this club. I am just done with this manager. I can't wait until he's gone. I genuinely can't wait to see sacked in the morning.
I also can't wait. I want to
It's
lose
so
the next
late.
few games. If he's we need to lose the next few games. I'm done. I am so done with this guy. I don't want to beat Liverpool, and I always want to beat Liverpool. If it takes whatever it takes to get this man out, because I'm done. You guys say we need to live in hope. No. Maybe that's why you support it, and if you support the club like that way, I respect it. I don't live in hope. I live in belief, and I can see evidence in front of me. And right now, it's shocking. It is shocking. What other
I think-
manager does this with a team like this?
It's
Oh,
the same thing as Lampard. You know, as soon as you get the players, you put a target on your back. And if you have Cristiano Ronaldo, like there's nowhere to hide.
People were
You
blaming
don't need
Ronaldo
better
today. I don't know
players.
if you've seen on Twitter. People first half were blaming Ronaldo. And I'm like, why didn't you give him a shot?
Ronaldo got one chance
Yeah,
all
we didn't
game.
give him a chance. We
He
didn't give
literally
Ronaldo
got
a
one
chance.
chance all game.
How on
Doesn't make
earth are you
sense.
defending a manager who has won nothing, who has done nothing, and you're
One thing
blaming
I
the
can
player
say for
who's
today-
done it all?
One thing I can definitely say for today, it didn't look like the players were on it. If I'm being honest, their mental was not there coming back to club
but
football.
damn.
I think
I'm
as
not
well.
using it as an excuse. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm simply saying the players were not there, and that's what happens when you don't have a style of play you can regularly rely on. If the players' minds aren't in it, you need something you can rely on. You need to be able to give Ronaldo those 5, 6, 7 chances he may need on an off day versus the 2, 3 he'd get on a normal day. You need that style of play to accommodate for when that happens. You can't just vibes and hope, because that is what Oli is doing. When there is an off day, not suddenly it's the player's fault and Oli's the greatest manager ever, and we don't have to question a single word he says ever. But we need a style of play we can rely on consistently for goals, and Oli does not offer that at this club, and I am sick and tired of it. Leicester exposed it. They have a very clear style of play. They showed it to us again, time and time again. Since Jamie Vardy has come to Leicester, Leicester have played this exact way, and we couldn't defend against it.
Well, it's literally what Leicester do. They don't sit deep,
Yes,
they'll be
that's-
aggressive, and they counter. You know?
And even not just counter, even on the ball, when they had the ball, they were much better than us.
No,
you know,
everyone's
even though
better than
the-
us, though. I say this,
most
though.
of them count.
You can watch Burnley,
You know-
West Brom, whenever those teams are on the ball, they can pass and use the ball better than Manchester United. With the Manchester United with Paul Pogba, Bruno, Donnies, Ronaldo,
Yeah, no.
Rashford, Sancho, Screen. What more do you want?
Yeah, I know McTominay and Fred are bad, you know, but like it has to get to a point where you must think it must also be a tactical thing that our midfield is so shite, you know.
Not even that. It can't even be that at this point. But also, I'm starting to actually believe Fred is a quality player. This guy's getting called up to the Brazilian national
We
team
always
multiple
see it.
times and performing. This man's getting
Yeah.
man of the match performances
Like-
every other time he goes to play for the Brazilian national team. I
Like-
genuinely think he's a player in this, though.
When I think back,
I don't
maybe
understand.
I'm reaching him, but I remember watching compilations from Fred when we signed him at Shakhtar, and man was doing things, and I haven't seen any of that ever since he got here. So it's going down, and like your point earlier, I feel like if it's one or two players who our heads are gone, it happens, and as you say, yes, we need a blueprint, all of that. But once the whole team, there's something going on, you know, and I think it comes down to trust,
Like
and
the
they're
whole
losing
team
that
down
trust.
to the
Ole Gunnar
90th
Solskjaer.
minute, I would say. I would agree with
They're
that.
losing their trust. Yeah.
It very much looked like it.
Because when I looked at today, you know, Greenwood obviously scored a screamer, but I don't think Greenwood would really care about Oli being in charge. I don't think Greenwood cares. You know, he's that type of player. He's selfish, he's arrogant. He wants the best for himself, and you know, he wants to win trophies. He'd love to do that at United. So I don't think Greenwood really cares. The only person I look in that team today that Oli put out, who I think would care, it'd be some guys left on the bench such as Scott McTominay, Maguire, who stunk it up by the way. Oli's decision to play an injured, unfit Maguire in a game like this, and by all means, look who costed us the first goal, second goal, third goal, fourth goal. Fucking Maguire, right? It was written in the stars. And then Rashford did his thing, you know. He tried. He scored his goal for Ali. But those players, I can't think of anyone else who looked like, you know, like, let's try to win it for Ali. You know, let's try
No
and
one.
put out a performance. It looked done.
Oh,
Pogba,
De Gea.
Pogba's
De Gea.
De Gea is in form also, so yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's the only one I can say.
And they conceded some goals.
Yeah,
That's
we
the other
conceded
thing.
bloody 4 goals. De Gea
De
looked
Gea
brilliant.
has been our best player of the season probably this season, and we haven't kept the
100%.
clean sheet. we
100%.
haven't kept the clean sheet. This is ridiculous.
Wow, it's
This is ridiculous.
like you can't blame that on McFred. Like, look at our back line. Arguably the best in the league, you know, and we can't keep a clean sheet. Nah, sometimes, you know, some things are obvious, and that's just down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I agree. And if I was Oli, you know, I would implore Oli, and I would applaud him if he did this. If you a club legend, fam, pack your bags and resign. How you can sit? If I was in your position, right?
From us.
If I was Manchester United manager, I'm a big Manchester United fan. I want nothing but the best. Of course, it's my dream job. But if I was making United suffer like this, I'd resign. I'd be like, you know what?
12 in 5 games, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's
They got
ridiculous.
1 point from 9 before that. I'll check the league table for you now. But what do you guys think? You guys agree with me? You think I'm being too harsh? You think that, or if Oli really loved this club, he'd resign?
It's it's tough, because most people or to be in that job, you need to back yourself, and most managers would back themselves to the hill. So I don't see him doing it. To be honest, I don't know if I would do it in his position, because I'm Manchester United manager. I want to hold on to that as much as I can, but at the same time, you have to recognize that it's not working anymore. I've done this so many times, not working. So what all I need to do now is hit the reset button, change everything. It needs to be like a new manager, change everything, and that's my biggest problem. He's not doing that. I expected a response coming after this Leicester break.
We all said,
Nothing.
at worst case, it'll probably be a sketchy 2-1 win to United. But we all expected a response. And that's what I'm saying. This result last season wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. And it shouldn't have happened last season. We were very lucky in moments last season. But this season, it's just not happening for him, He's not going to get that lucky stuff. Yeah, it's our first away loss. It's Bruno's first Premier League away loss since he joined Manchester United. And I just checked the table now. We've played 8 games. We've only won 50% of those games. So we won 4, draw, and lost 2, sorry.
Yeah.
That's sackable. And we haven't even played the big teams yet.
And the Europe and the Champions League and the FA Cup
Yeah,
or Carabao Cup, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sack him. I'm not gonna sack him. Or just yet. Like, these guys love Ole, and they're gonna keep pushing it as much as they can. I think we lose to Atalanta and then lose to Liverpool. Yeah, I think that's done. But if he scrapes a win against Atalanta,
I want to lose.
Nah.
I'm fully in the mindset that Ollie's staying to the end of the season. I genuinely don't think they're even looking at this right now. It's American football time. They're just going to be watching that the entire time. They're going to be making sure that
I basically need United to lose every single game till the end of the season.
Yeah, basically, I genuinely don't think there's any hope that Ollie's getting sacked unless we don't get Champions League football at the end of the season.
This might be a naive question to ask, but who's Ole's boss? Because shouldn't it be John Murta?
It's genuinely no one. They're equals.
Technically, Ed Woodward still, but yeah.
Yeah, Ed Woodward for now. It should be.
But shouldn't the football director have reign over what's happening in the football? So
but this is a B-Tech
once again,
director we got.
Yeah, clearly he's just a puppet, dude.
Exactly. So, listen, I'm gonna ask you guys. Well, you kind of answered it anyways, but realistically, should Oli be fired right now? Right.
Yes.
I agree. I think even if you're a Oli sexual or massive Oli inner, you sit there today with a straight face and telling me you believe in this guy and you believe in what we are doing at United. You are not a United fan. You are not a United fan. You're living off vibes. And the longer we adapt to that, the bigger the problem is, because then we're just gonna become like another Arsenal. We're just gonna become Arsenal. Today I was praying for Mourinho back. There was moments today I was like, what? I wish we still had Mourinho even. This is ridiculously bad football we're playing. At Mourinho it was dead, but at least I could see what we're doing. It was dead, but I could see what we're doing. Yeah, it's dead and dog shit. So yeah, we'll have to realistically fight also.
Look, I was listening to Goldbridge yesterday, and as much as I'm adamantly Ollie out, I can sympathize what he's saying, because we don't want another cycle, a new manager. It's just so frustrating,
I give a shit right now.
Yeah,
I don't care. I want to win right now.
Circle, yeah.
It's been 3 years of not winning. I want to win again. I'm tired of it right now, okay? As much as the cycle has been broken, we've had a long-term manager for the first time since Sir Alex. I want to win again. I want to know what it's like to bloody win something again.
In a dream scenario, Antonio Conte comes in, Ten Hag comes in, and we start winning. But then the likelihood of that happening, I don't know. We might have a little bounce, and then it's just going to be transition. And that does suck, it really does. But, you can't argue with the results,
The thing is, we don't really need a transition, really.
No, yeah,
there.
that's exactly
the team's there. You go do it.
Yeah.
Worst case, Pogba leaves
it's never really that
at the end of the season. Done. What? We get a CDM and we replace Pogba.
Easy. Done.
Easy.
Literally no concerns.
But then, in a dream scenario, it works out like that. Fair. But then, what if it doesn't? You know, what if there's things he doesn't like
I'm
about
willing
this
to
team?
take
What
the
if he plays
risk.
with weird
I
formation?
tell you what, that's my last
You
chance.
know?
You replace the manager, you get someone like Zidane or Ten Hag in. If they can't do it, you might as well just fucking give up at Manchester United. Done.
Realistically,
Yeah, no, I hear you, I hear you.
realistically, if any one of those managers came in, who wouldn't they like?
Yeah,
What
that's
player in the
like
squad
I've
would they
said
not
this.
like?
Who wants a world class manager not liking that team?
I get your guys' point. I get your guys' point. But then, you know, you can say maybe Antonio Conte wants to play it through at the back.
You
And
can
then
play
it's
it at
very
the back.
odd with the players.
There's the
And
facilities for it.
Maguire, Lindelof.
He can
Varane,
transition Aaron Wan-Bissaka to a
Telles,
centre
hello.
back, like an actual have a brain cell, you know. And then you can play Dallo right wing back with Shaw Tellers playing left wing back. There's a
I get
system
you. I
done.
get you.
He has two
But
midfielders in Paul
I just
Pogba,
get
Bruno
this feeling that
Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mason Greenwood. I don't understand an issue here.
I get this feeling that it won't be as simple as we want it to be. I really do. And that's not me saying I want Ole to stay. I definitely don't.
Definitely.
But going into this game, I was feeling like, you know, I really hope it does work because I don't want that, you know. And if you think about it, going back to another point Kovic made, you know, it's nice to have people who I know the whole thing of, you know, they play for the club. It's seen in a bad light now. But you do want someone who loves the club in charge of it. But then you can only go so far, you know. You can only dream for that so far, you know. And you have to wake up and smell the coffee. It's just
No,
not
done.
good.
If this what
You know?
love looks like from Ali, I wanna die.
Yeah.
Love from Ali. This
And
is
again,
dead. This is
Which
dead
one of those
love.
managers would not love to come to Manchester United? Which one of those managers will genuinely look at Manchester United and be like, I have zero love for this club? Because I think Antonio Conte would be like, yeah, these guys have a
Yeah,
rich
I think
history of
all
winning
love to come.
24/7. Ten Hag and the exact same thing. Zidane the exact same thing. All of these top-notch managers
You
have a
bring people
lot of
like that
respect
in
for this
all of a
club.
sudden.
Get
Like
the
let's
point.
just say you bring Zidane in. Ronaldo's
Yeah.
happy because he's like, you know, I've done everything with Zidane. Paul Pogba's happy because you're just gonna play for Zidane anyways.
Yeah.
Donny starts playing because he's definitely like Zidane's a midfielder. He's a proper midfielder, you know. So he will know.
Yeah.
Donny will be more happy. Bruno will still be Bruno. So there's no problem. Maguire, for all we know, Maguire's binned. I don't care about Maguire. Maguire is ass. You know, it should be Varane and someone else. I don't even care anymore. You know, so.
Yeah, and let's check and look at the other side of the coin. For me to start, I don't want to sound like I'm defending Ole because I don't want to do that. To look at the other side of the coin, you know, if you're gonna replace him anyway, might as well do it now. And then next season, at least the manager's been there for a while. You know.
Yes, and then we can have the excuse of this season's just a write-off.
Exactly.
Ali wrote
You-
the season
you have
off for
to-
us.
you
Do what
may-
you want.
Not even that. Like if we get Zidane in now, I'll be like, you know what, get Champions League, do what you can. Obviously, these next few fixtures are gonna be rough. You're playing with
Yeah.
these tough teams. These next few fixtures probably right though. But I'll be like, you know what, get top 4, go try win a FA Cup or something. You know, because we're still in there. Go try win.
You know what? I know there's not the show about that. Maybe it might as well be because we're so down on Ole. Maybe let's not waste time talking about him. But I don't want a manager like Zidane. I don't want the Conte. What I want at this club now is a sure thing in terms of playing style. I want someone who's coming to play that intense, pattern-like playing style that we want at Manchester United. And the people have mentioned that is Ten Hag, but I want someone like that because I know it's all about winning, but screw winning. I'm so over it. Screw winning. I want good football. You know, I want to sit down on my couch at night and be like, I'm going to be entertained today, and that's who I am right now.
I agree with that with Zidane. That's why I don't want him at United. That's why it's a big contest him. Because I definitely think Conte has a much more defined style of play that's a lot more enjoyable. Because I am a football hipster. I love the three at the back. I think it's fantastic. I think most clubs that employ it play it very well. I love watching it. That's something I would enjoy. So I'm very much down for something like that. I understand why you wouldn't be. Everybody has their own oppositions to the 4, 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever you want to call
hate
it.
for example.
But-
I fucking hate it.
Yes, like you do. But I think it can be so well drilled. Like I enjoy watching Chelsea sometimes. I enjoy watching Inter when I could last season. There was a really brilliant sides. I would enjoy watching Brighton when I watched them. You know, it's stuff like that. But Ten Hag is literally the United blueprint right now.
Yeah, no,
No honesty.
he's number one choice. For
He's
sure.
the United
For sure. He's
blueprint.
number
He
one
should
choice.
be number
For
one
me,
right now.
it's him, then Zidane, then
Yeah.
Conte. You know, that's just how it is for me.
Yeah.
Because-
I just enjoy the other two.
I'm so sus about Zidane.
You know,
I'm sus about Zidane.
hey fam, you know, I can't be sus with Zidane. He did what no manager can do. I don't care who he had the team. In fact, he
That's
probably
gonna be
has
a
more.
disaster.
He probably has more of a star-studded team now than he did back then. So you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Zidane knows how to
Zidane
win with
over-
his players at the end of the day, you know? And as a worst case manager, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I know he's closer to
Yeah.
Ollie Ball than anyone else on the list, but he'll definitely win shit with this team.
Yeah.
Or at least play better brand of football. Anyone will play better brand of football than this.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Not
I don't
hard.
want content. But watching a backfire will probably be more entertaining than this.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Zidane will play better brand of football, but there'll be days where he wants to counter-attack, you know? Conte, there'll be days where he's defensive. I just can't be arsed with that anymore. I want gun-ho every game. We lose, we lose. That's just why I
You don't
am.
look like Liverpool today. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
obviously, you know, I'm not going to go into it, but like I've always said, Klopp is, for me, the best manager you can get on football with him and Bielsa. They are my idea of football in to the T, those two. So I would love someone like that also. But I think, you know, at the moment I can't be asked with this. Bring back Mourinho, bring back Van Gaal, bring back Moyes. I can't be asked to replace this clown, Mr. Butler, anyone, you know. Your aunt Mloto, I don't care. Anyone over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But now, you know, is he going to get sacked? I wouldn't say it's completely no chance. I think there is a chance that he could get sacked. I don't think it's a big chance. But I definitely think that this is something where you go speak to Zidane or you start speaking to Ten Hag, so you'll be like, you know, the situation is not looking good yet. This is what we're interested in, this is what we want, whatever. Yes or no, you know? And then
Yeah, they'll do the same thing they did with Pochettino when they talked to him. As much as they don't want to because it's embarrassing, they just gave feeding him contracts. Now they're firing him. You know, it's just adding to the embarrassments of the sport. You know, so they don't want that. But you know, at the same time, it is a business, and you need to have a manager waiting in line. So they will do it. They will do it.
because, you know, like you said, the one certified way of Oli getting fired is no top four. And at the moment, he's not in the top four. There is a very weird team taking the fourth place currently, and that is Brighton. But you know, I'll be honest, the way we're playing, we ain't beating teams like Brighton anyways. We ain't beating Watford anyways, you know. We can't beat anyone playing like this really, so I think, you know, the owners, the board, for all they are the biggest prats on this earth, and you know, the worst thing could be, this is where I'm placing out more than anything, is that if they fired Oli, I wouldn't put it past them to get someone like a Southgate, you know. That it would look like such a crazy thing to do. And if we did get Southgate, we're done. We're done. I'm sorry, boys. This is a Newcastle fan channel from now on. We can't be doing Southgate shows. Nah, I refuse.
I can tell you now, and this might come back to bite me. If we fire Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we're hiring Antonio Conte. It's just Man United.
I don't think so.
You know,
I
it's just that type of signing.
Zidane. I feel like that's United.
I think it's Antonio Conte, to be honest. You know?
Never.
Because
Conte will throw the Glazers under the bus. I think Zidane will respect them enough to not throw them under the bus.
I think money talks, dude. Money talks. I think Conte didn't really go to Tottenham because of money.
They won't go approach Conte because they know Conte will throw them under the bus. They know. So he ain't gonna do
so?
it. Yeah, it's Mourinho.
I think who won't throw them under the bus?
Zidane.
You think they're gonna go?
I don't think Zidane would do it. Zidane's
That's
too respectful.
I kind of feel like
I
they
think
do
he's
want
gonna
they do want to. They do want the protection blanket, but then I think Ole is only there's the only person who will really do that. I don't think they'll make it a mandate to look for someone who's going to do what Ole's been doing. I think they're going to go out and just say, okay, it didn't work, you know? So we have to hire a manager. And knowing the sport, they won't say, okay, let's look at who plays the United way. Yada, yada, yada. No, they're going to say, Antonio Conte, he's the biggest name. The fans will be happy. Sign him. It just seems like the type of signing. It's the box office.
I actually say Zidane's a bigger name than Conte.
I'd also say.
I think Zidane's a bigger box office. And I'm a Conte fan. I said this. Yeah. I truly believe Zidane is a bigger name signing and someone that United would go for first on the list.
Yeah. I agree as well because it's got everything written there.
I think from any someone deep in football, I would agree with you. But to your casuals, Zidane's name is going to be 1000% more memorable than Conte's.
And I think if you ask the squad, go ask Paul Pogba, Donny, and Ronaldo. That's
true as well.
They'd be like Zidane.
Remember there was talk like when I think it was Ole's second season that Ed would call all the players and ask them what they feel about the manager, and they all backed him. So I guess if he does a similar thing, they probably would say Zidane.
If that happens, they're like, they bring Oli in and it was like, so what you guys don't think of the situation? They can be like, yeah, it's okay. But Ronaldo on the side needs to phone Sir Alex and be like, Dad, I need some help, yeah? It's going down. I don't know if you can notice, but it's fucking going down at this club. You need to do something, help us out. And then we do it on the side. Ollie's like, oh, I'm fired? I'm like, yeah, sorry. We just decided that you're fine. Goodbye, Ollie. It's like, oh, but I thought the players, yeah, they do. Time to go. Okay, it's okay. We don't have to be too harsh on Ollie. you can lie to his face. Be like, we love you, but then sack him. You know, we don't need to end it so bad. But if it was up to me, I couldn't care. I'd take Ollie, I'd pull his pants down, I'd throw him out at the same time. You know, so it is what it is. But yeah, gents, it's late. It's late. We're looking at.
We've been talking about replacements.
Yeah, we're talking about replacements. For me, it's done.
Yeah,
Mentally, I'm prepared for a new match. I'm so done. I'm mentally prepared for a new match.
I've been mentally prepared for a new manager for 2 years, and now it's just getting worse.
Exactly. Now we got Atalanta. If we lose that game, if Ollie's not sacked and we lose that game, oh my god, they've got Liverpool realistically. Yeah, I don't see how we're gonna get even a draw now. Because I tell you what, this Liverpool is tough. They were playing
Again, like I said in the preview, Leicester was genuinely the only realistic winning game.
We did say Leicester should have been a dub. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's very clear that the writing's on its wall. And it's got to go. I don't want to waste people's time with the play ratings. If the hair is man of the match and we conceded full, that tells you everything, So
They're 10.
they're 10.
Maguire minus
Everyone
3,000.
0.
Maguire minus 10. I'll give Ronaldo his 10 because I don't know how he puts up with this shit. So Ronaldo gets his 10. Yeah, but other than that, dead food. And I hope journalists out there. Anyone who's linked with United who can ask questions to Ollie, I beg you lot put pressure on this guy. I beg you lot throw him under the bus. If this was Mourinho, you were sacked at halftime. I'm telling you now, you're sacked at halftime. It was Mourinho. It was Van Gaal sacked at halftime. Managers have been sacked for less at Manchester United. Van Gaal won trophies, got sacked. Mourinho won trophies, got sacked. This man's done nothing for Manchester United besides getting the greatest squad of all time and still do absolutely nothing besides top 4. So it's time to go, Ollie. And I think, like I said, I stand by it. If you're a fucking legend, resign. Resign now. You done out here. Dead food, dusted. You are not good enough. Your coaches aren't good enough. I tell you what, that's probably the only way there's any hope, If Ollie came out tomorrow, hypothetically, and be like, I'm changing my whole coaching stuff. Carrick is gone, whatever's gone. I'll be like, what? Okay, fair play then. Let's see what happens. But he ain't gonna do that. He's not gonna stop playing McFred. We didn't play McFred today because Fred wasn't available. Next week is McFred. If he's here, he's playing McFred against Atalanta on Wednesday. So, yeah, Jets, it's down out here. But yeah, so we'll go to a few. We'll just end it off on our positive. I wouldn't say United positive because we are talking about replacements for a manager. So if you could have any manager right now of who's available, you'd pick Conte.
I know it.
Okay.
Hell no. Ten Hag all the way.
Okay.
Has to be Eric Ten Hag.
Okay. But I think we all three would say Ten Hag, to be fair. But there's no denying it. Even you clear it.
As first choice, long term, yes. If it is just a short term sign, I want Conte all the way.
Yeah, no. So that's what I said. But then Ten Hag would be our number one choice.
Yeah, Ten Hag's going for a
But remember,
5 year.
he's still in the job. So out of Zidane and
Low-key.
Conte, who would you pick?
Conte.
Loki, I sometimes fantasize about Ronaldo back.
No.
What lie to you guys?
Well, yes, anyone's better right now, but we have much better candidates just on the table
There's
alone.
just Zidane or Conte, so he said Conte.
Yeah.
Ronald Koeman.
Oh,
I'm a
no.
Conte. So
I'd like Zidane, obviously, but yeah.
No.
Mancini?
Who?
No. Oh, no, not really.
I don't even know who you said. Who said?
Mancini.
Mancini.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Yeah, he just won the thing in the Euros.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's a
He's
very
the
defense first again, though. So,
United, if the job's opening up, hit me up. Just use it. I play 4-3-3.
Honestly.
None of this bullshit. I'm playing Donny, Pogba, Bruno, week in, week out.
we have no experience. We're just as good as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I promise you.
Clear.
Of us will be able
I
to
am
get
clear
some.
of that Liverpool fan. I'm
Good
telling
football
you now. Manchester United, I'm clear. I'll bring these two with my assistants. We go through it. But jokes aside, gents, that's depressing.
Not jokes aside, DMs are open. Come, man.
Okay, DMs are open. Hit me up. But it
You know,
is-
be horrible.
Uh,
That'd be horrible. If we got like Rooney or Giggs, can't take.
I'm saying, that would be the biggest heartbreaking thing because that's where I could relate more. Because if Rooney was in charge, I would have probably been wanting. Well, I would be hoping Rooney would do well, but I'd be like, God, guys,
Yeah.
if he's not good, he's not good. I'll put my hands up. But yeah, obviously would like to win. But no, I'm done. I'm dusted. You know, I want Zidane, Ray Ten Hag. Don't want Conte. I'd rather bleach my eyes out. But yeah, I don't want Southgate also. I'm done watching United. We get Southgate. But yeah, I think we just at that point. Let us know what you guys think, you know. And if you are Ollie in, please let me know.
How?
Please, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. How? Please tell me how are you Ollie in
How,
after that
guys?
performance? I tell you what, there's two people who watch the show. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm gonna give you a phone call after this recording. I'm gonna give you both a phone call. I'm gonna have a word straight, because you guys have been big mouths. And you've been shithousing. I was gonna say everything's going well. No, we've been shithousing it and you've been having big mouths. Now all of a sudden, you haven't had much to speak about. No away records, no bullshit stats. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a phone call after this recording. You best believe that. But yeah, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Gentlemen, any last words? Hopefully that's what the Glazers and Ed Woodward are telling Ollie today. Yeah.
My fantasy is in the mud. That's all I'll say.
He's getting sacked in the
Actually,
morning.
Hey, you know,
I'm getting that.
He's getting sacked in the morning.
if Ollie gets sacked in the morning, guys, happy days for them. Happy days. Oh, I'll be
Yeah.
smiling. Happy days. Don't care.
We're gonna go live. We're gonna find some upbeat music, and we're just gonna jam out for an
I'll be
hour.
Seeing all over the place. You know. So yeah.
Happiest days of a United content creating period. Honestly.
Yeah, of our period at least, because we haven't done
No.
anything since we've been creating videos, to be honest. Which is depressing, because all we want is United to win. And by all means, you know, it's never going to happen. If Ollie went and never lost a game after this, I'd gladly hold the L on my forehead. I'd gladly get tattooed on my ass, you know, Ollie is Jesus or something, you know. But it ain't going to happen, so. Yeah, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, gentlemen. Yeah, it's Moloto. Yeah, your lights are gone completely now, you know, can't even see you see that. But yeah.
Look back on the
I'll join him. It's fine.
Yeah.
We will go out together. We'll go out in this darkness together.
Okay,
It can symbolize the end of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Exactly. There we go. Good night, Ollie. Let me lower the sprite. There we go.
Alright,
Good night, Ollie.
we're end in darkness, because this is how Ollie's career is ending at Manchester United manager. So we end in darkness. It's been a long time coming, but I hope you get fired. Don't take it personally. I'll take it personally. I couldn't give a fuck. So yeah, we'll check you all very soon because life moves on, and you know we're just gonna have to see what happens. I'm pretty sure there'll be lots of conflicting stuff. So I'm gonna be on Twitter the whole time. I'll be watching everyone else's YouTube content creators with Sport United because I'm interested to see what you've all been saying. Let us know what you've been saying, what you think, you know, how you're feeling at this moment of time. Wednesday, Atalanta. Will Ollie be manager for that game? Hopefully not, but you know, we never know. So a preview will be on Monday, it should be Monday, yeah. Sunday, tomorrow, I don't know if we'll have a video for you. Obviously, if Ollie does somehow get fired, definitely have a video for you or something like that. But yeah, we'll check you very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. And like I said, if you're Ollie in, as Clay said, how? Please, I really want to know how. But yeah, from the RDA boys, we end in the darkness, just like Ollie's managerial career at United. I'll check you all soon. Goodbye.